Namaste and hello. Welcome to The Light Within. I've been away for more than a month now, and trust me, it truly pinched me. Well, the reason for my absence was a health scare. Thankfully, I'm doing much better now, and by God's grace, I will continue to share my perspectives about life. I started this podcast with the intention that if what I share can help even one person heal, become a better version of themselves, or simply realize the power of trusting God, gurus, masters, or universe, then it's worth it. You choose what you want to call that energy. I just want to gently nudge you to believe in the magic of having faith in a power that is greater than all of us. When you take one step, that energy takes two. The past month has been a roller coaster for me. It shocked me, broke me, and pushed me to a point where I had no option but to surrender. And when I made peace with a few things and surrendered with love, clarity began to emerge. This period brought me back to the basics, and in this episode, I just want to share those fundamentals of living, learnings that really helped me return to myself. So let's quickly dive in. The first lesson that I want to share with you all is follow the good feeling thought. From the teachings that I have followed, this one piece of advice from Abraham Hicks has made sense to me. It has helped me, and how. Those of you who don't know, Esther Hicks channels an entity which is named as Abraham, and they speak about keeping your vibrations high. The way to keep your vibrations high is to pay attention to your feelings. Anything that makes you feel bad, don't go there. Just follow a good feeling thought, and then the next one, and the next one, and the next one. And soon enough, before you know it, you would have built a momentum where the things that made you upset won't even come to your attention. The more you practice this, the better you become at it. Just follow the good feeling thought. Sometimes we think that we need to solve all our problems at once, but that's very overwhelming. Just shifting your focus to something that feels slightly better can be enough. You don't need to go to the end point. You just need to think of the next thought and consciously pay attention to that thought. For example, if you're feeling anxious, instead of fighting it, think about something that makes you feel lighter, makes you feel safe, like a warm cup of chai, maybe a hug from your child or somebody you love, or even your favorite song. Let that be your anchor. You don't have to jump from despair to joy. Just climb the ladder one thought at a time. Practice will make you better at it. So just keep a conscious attention to what you're thinking, and if whatever you're thinking is not making you feel good, shift your attention to something that makes you feel good. And it doesn't need to be big. It can be a small thing. The next lesson that I would like to remind all of us is nothing serious is going on here. We have a tendency to take everything seriously. The more you have fun with things, the easier it gets. The more you stress and force things to happen, the more difficult they get. So get easy about things. There's nothing serious going on here. There is absolutely nothing serious going on here. And people who understand that you're not here for the first time, you've been in this life multiple times in different bodies, it'll be easier for you to understand this concept that there is absolutely nothing serious going on here. No one is thinking about your failures as much as you are. So stop beating up yourself for it. Move towards what makes you feel loved and joyous. This energy has a ripple effect. Remember, you can only pour from a filled cup. The problem is that the script of life which has been passed on to us is so conditional and so flawed that we believe that if we miss one milestone, then we are not worth it. That's not true. When I look at my own journey, I do feel that I haven't done justice to my talents, but this period made me realize that the path of life was such that I couldn't have done anything differently. So there is no point beating up myself for that. Those moments when you embarrass yourself and you think that the world noticed, they didn't. Most people are caught up with their own thoughts, just like you. So laugh a little. Take a deep breath and remind yourself it's not that deep. Life isn't a test that you have to ace. It's more like an improv. You get to try things, make mistakes, and still be worthy of love and joy. The next lesson that I want to share with you is things are perfect the way they are. This is one of my favorites. Remind yourself that you know nothing. Relieve yourself of the burden of right or wrong and just be. Things are perfect the way they are. I know it is very difficult to make peace with this fact, but trust me, it just makes you feel so free, so light. You and I are very small pieces of the whole puzzle, and hence we should stop forcing things, people, or situations to be different. You cannot beat people into submission. You can never win by proving yourself to be right, and you cannot change people. You can only and only bring yourself to a place of acceptance, align yourself to the universe, and take the action from that place. This is all that is under your control. In other words, just take care of yourself. Pursue your goals, keep your feet on the ground, love yourself, and dream as big as you can. Execute the plans that you have made before the time runs out. And I'm not saying this to scare you at all. I'm just saying this because we don't realize how many moments we are missing out on just because we've taken life for granted. Even when things feel chaotic, there's often a bigger picture at play that we just can't see yet. Sometimes the delays, the detours, or even heartbreaks are perfectly placed to redirect us to something bigger and better. Trust that there is a hidden order in this mess. Things are absolutely perfect the way they are. The last lesson on my list is make the moment count. All these days when I was unwell, I had all sorts of questions running in my head, worst possible scenarios, and my mind kept going back to all the things that I wanted to do and didn't or couldn't. We'll have a list of people and situations to blame. We all do. But in the end, that doesn't lead us anywhere. That only makes us the worst versions of ourselves, which is filled with grief, regret, blame, and resentments. None of us can have all the variables in our control ever. It is just impossible. And even if God made that happen, I'm sure we would not take the action we so much blame people for hindering. So know this, that we have to take responsibility for where we are. However good or bad people have treated us, there is no one else responsible. The burden of regret is something that you carry every day. So take action in the direction of your dreams today, now, this very moment. This action should come from a place of alignment and flow. Remember what I said earlier? Follow the good feeling, thought, and emotion, and the path will unfold for you. It's easy to wait for the right time when you're healthier, richer, more confident. But to be honest, now is the only time that we have got, isn't it true? Take that class, dance in your living room for no reason. Don't wait for people's validation to do things. The moment doesn't need to be perfect to be meaningful. What makes it count is your presence in it. So make every moment count. In this episode, I just wanted to bring you back to basics. The simple yet powerful truths that have helped me find clarity in the chaos. Whether it's following a good feeling thought, not taking life too seriously, trusting that things are unfolding perfectly, or making each moment count, these small shifts can bring deep healing and transformation. I leave you with a few affirmations that have brought me confidence and peace. Things are always working out for me. I'm divinely guided and protected. I release all that no longer serves me and return to love. I'm a perfect being and my path is unfolding effortlessly. I am peace, I am love, I am joy. This is all that I have in this episode. I have thoroughly enjoyed this conversation with you. Please keep showering your love and feedbacks. I will keep waiting for what you think about this episode. I will see you in the next episode shortly. Till then, may your soul be illuminated with the light within. I will see you in the next episode of The Light Within.